Good morning, friends. Today we will have introduction to digital control system. In earlier control system, you have studied analog controller, in which input signal is a continuous time signal and output signal is a continuous time signal. But in actual practice, complexity of control system increases and therefore there will be requirement of adaptability, controllability, flexibility, accuracy, optimal operation, non-linear operation. In that case, analog controllers will not work in a proper fashion, and therefore there is a necessity of digital control systems. So we'll understand today what are the advantages and limitations of digital control system, block diagram of digital control system. The unit of block diagram is analog to digital conversion. The limitation of ADC is quantization, and after ADC we have sample and hold circuit. In a guided missile control or complex control system in power plant, power system operation and control, we have number of inputs and number of outputs, and accuracy of output is very important. Therefore, in that case, we require digital computers, and we use computers with more number of bits, 16 bits, 32 bits, with large memories to handle large amount of data, and accuracy of the system will also increase. Another main important advantage of digital controller or computer is they are extremely versatile, because in the dynamic conditions we have to have modification every time, and in that modification only few program instructions we can modify by using, and therefore our controllers are versatile. Instead of changing complete hardware, just changing few instructions, we can have complex control possible. Third advantage is large number of data requires large computations, and difficult control law also computations require, so computer will do this computation easily, and each and every status of the data status can be monitored. Physically, the elements may be non-linear or time varying, because the mass in the guided missile control, the mass of the system will change. So those are time varying components. Or in certain cases, whenever there is disturbance, the system has to adapt to the disturbance also. So all this can be applied easily or implemented easily using computerized system. So digital computer is very important. In a guided missile system or in a antenna system, radar antenna system, it is a remote control. So we'll have to change long distance data transmission is required, and that can be possible by sending the data through pulse amplitude modulation without any loss. In a process control system, more number of inputs and outputs are there, so we can use the same computer by using time sharing, and number of inputs from number of channels can be sampled by time sharing and can be transmitted with decreasing cost. Now when you say there are so many advantages, but there are few limitations also, and that is the main important is quantization error in ADC. Analog to digital conversion is very important block of the digital control system, and when I am continuous time signal is sampled at instant, and converted to digital, there is a quantization error. This will be discussed in detail in the next few slides. Similarly, digital signal to be converted into analog signal, we are rounding off, so there is a truncation error in digital to analog signal. Very important is a selection of sampling frequency on the basis of system bandwidth will result in the loss of information. So this will be discussed in detail, sampling frequency selections, after few lectures. One important thing is ideal low-pass filters are required for distortionless reconstruction of continuous time signal from its samples. And that type of ideal filters are not physically available. So that is the limitations of it. Because when I am sampling the signal and again reconstruct digital signal to reconstruction into continuous time signal, low-pass filters are necessary, which are not realizable. And number of bits increases, data conversion, A to D, D to A, computation, introduce small delay in the system performance. Block diagram of digital control system. This is a continuous time signal, analog signal coming, input signal is analog signal. Here this is sample and hold or A to D conversion. So A to D conversion converts the analog signal to sample or pulse signal. Sample at that instant. Digital computer requires the digital input. The output of digital computer will be again control signal with the digital signal controlled. And this digital signal is converted into analog signal by D to A conversion. This will be hold circuit, and actuator will act on the continuous time signal. Hold circuit output is a reconstructed signal from digital to analog, and that is a continuous time signal. So actuator will work on the time signal, and then the process or plant is controlled, which output is the continuous time signal, which is sensed by sensor and fed back. It may introduce certain errors or noise, so there is a filter and feedback, negative feedback to this. Be compared with the input signal, and again process action continues. If there is any disturbance, the feed forward controller is provided, so action will be taken on the disturbance also. That is adaptive control possible using this. Same way, this diagram showing binary or graphic signals at each output. So this is a time axis, this continuous time signal xt, and this is a quantized signal where 001, 010, 001, like this quantized signal output of the ADC, depending on the number of bits of the ADC. This digital computer output, again control output. Then both are synchronized with the clock signal. Digital to analog conversion. So one sample 0 at one instant. So this at 0 instant, at 1 instant, at 2 instant. This is the output. This is the analog output, quantized output. Now hold circuit. Hold circuit, what it does? So within the two intervals there is a sampling is hold, and therefore this is hold. The next interval the change. So hold is like this. So this is now continuous time signal. This is a discrete time, what is a discrete instance. It's a continuous time signal, but hold signal. It is not exactly same as the input signal. Hold signal. This depends on the sampling and ADC. So actuator will work on it, and then it will be connected to plant, and plant will be adjusted to give the output. So this is the output with respect to time, similar to the input with respect to time. So output input is control, is sent back. So accuracy of the system depends on what is the quantization of ADC and what is the sampling at instant. So now we'll understand ADC, analog to digital converter, a continuously varying input electrical signal with a range of frequencies is converted to sequence of digital values called samples by some analog to digital conversion circuits. Accuracy of ADC depends on what is the sampling rate and what is the resolution of ADC. So try to understand resolution of ADC, or it is also known as what is the each quantity. At each instant, what is the quantity of the analog signal. So resolution, it is the smallest variation in analog signal that will result in a variation in the digital output. This actually represents the quantization error, that is equal to V reference divided by 2 raised to n. What is n? V is the analog signal voltage and n is the number of state, number of bits. N is the number of bits in the digital output and 2 raised to n is the number of state. So if suppose you understand 2n is equal to 2, then 2 raised to 2 is 4 number of state. How many number of states? 4. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. Like that, 4 number of states. So quantizing means the reference voltage is quantized to 4 states. It is the process in which the reference signal is partitioned into several discrete quantity and then the input signal is matched with the correct quantum. Error will be plus minus 0.5 delta V. Delta V is the one smallest step and half step is considered. This is the smallest step, one step, like that. Encoding. For each quantum, a unique digital code will be assigned and after that, the input signal is allocated with this digital code. The process of quantizing and encoding is demonstrated in the table below. Suppose a 4-volt signal is converted to digital signal using 2-bit ADC, then what is the resolution? Resolution is 4 divided by 2 raised to 2. That is 4 divided by 4 equal to 1 volt. Means one small step of 1 volt. Because 4 volts means there are 4 quantization. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 steps are there. And error is 0.5 times 1. So 0.5 volts plus minus 0.5 volts error will be there in between. So what is this indicates? So this is a time and this is the analog signal timely varying with respect to this. So at instant t equal to 0 it is 1.7 volts. At instant t equal to 1 2.4, like this is varying. Okay. Now here what is the conversion? So digital, when I am converting, there are 4 steps 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 steps. So now this is not exactly 2, but it cannot distinguish. It is not 1, but it is not 2, but it will consider 1.7. So it is considering at 1, 0, it considering a 2 volts. This is a quantized output and this is a 2 volts can because YQ quantized. At instant 1 it is 2.4. Now this is not 3, this is not 2, it is in between. Now digital to analog it is only 4 steps 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 will be more than 2 but less than 3. But it is not 2.5 also. So it is considered only 2. 1, 0 and 2. Similarly, for next instant it is 2.8. Now it is more than 2, less than 3. So it will consider to higher side 1 and consider this quantized output is 3 volts. This code is there, quantization, this is codes. Third is 1.4, so it is considered as this 1.7 more than 1.5, and this 1.4 is less than 1.5, is considered as 0, 1 is considered as 1 volt. Now 0.4 is less than 0.5, so it is considered as 0, 0, and output is considered as 0. So there is error. You can see the error is there when I am doing conversion, A to D conversion. So quantization error depends on the number of bits of ADC. Suppose the same signal, suppose I use 8-bit ADC, then what will be the error? 0.5 into 4 volt signal and 2 raised to 8. So error will be 0.0078. So here you can observe that when I am increasing the number of bits, quantization error is reduced. And it will be nearby the actual signal. So you can have a number of bits. What we have said is increasing the number of bits, we can reduce the error. So this is what the graphical shown. So here by increasing the sampling rate, means here only there are 4 samples I have taken. And here the number of bits also are less. Number of bits means resolution is there, high resolution. In this graph, number of samples collected for the analog signal. This is analog signal. And this is sample and hold signal. So here number of samples are more and number of bits of the resolution are also increased. So accuracy is increased by increasing sampling rate and resolution. So this is very important thing you must understand while selecting the ADC. Important, select the proper ADC and proper sampling rate. Now sampling rate we have selection, sampling rate selection, we have different criteria that will be discussed in the next class. Here is the sample and hold circuit. So because we have considered these are the output is sample and hold. Here is the up to this is the analog signal. And this is a sampled output, coded output, and this is a sample and hold circuit. So we will see the sample and hold analog signal, continuous time signal, sampled. So when switch is on off, so accordingly the sample is taken. And this is a sample and hold circuit output, quantized output. This is quantized digital output. So sample at 1 instant, sample at 2nd instant. So in between the sample there is a hold. A switch closes to admit an input signal every t seconds, and sampler converts a continuous signal into train of pulses occurring at the sampling instant 0, t, 2t, and so on. Holding device converts the sample signal into a continuous signal which approximately reproduces the signal applied to a sampler. It holds the value between 2 consecutive sampling instants. This is the practical circuit of sample and hold circuit. This is the electronic switch, MOSFET switch is there, N-channel MOSFET switch is there. And to the drain we are connecting the analog signal which is required to be sampled. And MOSFET is controlled by gate, so we are applying a control voltage to the gate. So this is N channel, so we have to apply here the gate signal, positive. This is a capacitor holding device, and this is the high impedance operational amplifier, and here is the output signal, feedback signal. So when I am applying a control signal, positive signal to the gate, MOSFET is on. MOSFET is on, so analog signal from the drain is connected at the source output and the capacitor is getting charged. When the gate voltage is 0, MOSFET is open circuited and the capacitor holds this charge because this is a high impedance amplifier, and the output you will get it at the what is the voltage at the capacitor. That is the voltage is input voltage is coming to the output voltage. So when next gate pulse comes, that time again one sample is taken from the analog signal. Similarly, and then capacitor is charged and output is. So at every sampling instant, the input signal is sampled and you get the output signal. In between the when this is 0, the sampling is hold. This is the working what I have said just now. This is the signal I have showed, continuous time signal. This is the time axis and this is the signal for the table which has shown 1.7, 2.4, 2.8, 2.1.4, 0.4. It's a continuous time signal in the earlier table. This is a YK digital output. K is the instant, T is the time, K is the instant 1, instant 2, instant 3, instant 4, instant 5. And this is a pulse. Now the pulse doesn't have actually width, but here I have shown the width. This is a pulse doesn't have. The sampling and hold signal mathematical model we'll understand in the next class. But this is what I have to show. So this YQK, because one code is a 0.0110 accordingly. So that is converted into this one. 101011 22310. So this will be 22310. So YQK. And hold output means this is the hold and it is coming out. YHT or YHK is mentioned. Slight delay in this and this. That is hold output. So in this session what we have studied is advantages, limitation of digital control, importance of digital control, applications and block diagram of digital control, analog and digital conversion, resolution and importance of resolution, and then we have studied sample and hold circuit, working of sample and hold circuit. In the next session we will understand the mathematical modeling of sample and hold circuit and selection of sampling frequency. Thank you.